Marcus had no intention of staying the night. He was supposed to be on a flight back home, already halfway across the country by now. But delays turned into cancellations, and by the time the airline finally said something useful, it was already close to midnight. They offered him a voucher. One night. A nearby hotel. Nothing fancy. At that point, he didn't care. He just needed sleep. The hotel sat about 15 minutes from the airport. From the outside, it looked normal. Not run down, not abandoned. Just, older than the rest of the buildings around it. The kind of place that used to be popular 10 years ago but hadn't really kept up since. The parking lot was nearly empty. That should have been the first sign. But Marcus didn't think about it. He grabbed his bag, walked through the front doors, and stepped into the lobby. The air inside felt still. Not quiet in a peaceful way. Quiet in a way that made you feel like you weren't supposed to make noise. The lights were on, but dimmer than they should have been. Behind the front desk sat a woman, staring at a computer screen. She didn't look up when Marcus approached. "Hi," he said. "I've got a voucher from the airline." No response. He cleared his throat slightly. That's when she finally moved. Without saying a word, she reached out, took the paper from his hand, glanced at it for maybe 2 seconds, and then typed something into her computer. Still no eye contact. Still no expression. After a moment, she grabbed a key card from the side, slid it across the desk, and said, "Room 308. Her voice was flat. Like she had said it too many times. Marcus waited for something else. A welcome. Directions. Anything. Nothing came. "Thanks," he said, picking up the key. She didn't respond. The elevator ride felt longer than it should have. There was no music. No hum. Just the quiet mechanical movement of the lift going up. When the doors opened, the hallway outside was empty. Completely empty. He turned and walked quickly back down the hallway. Faster than before. Not running. But close. When he reached the elevator, he pressed the button repeatedly. The wait felt longer this time. Like the building itself was slowing things down. Back in the lobby, the receptionist was still there. Same position. Same expression. Like she hadn't moved at all. "There's someone in that room," Marcus said immediately. She didn't react. 308, "There's someone inside." Still nothing. Then, slowly, she looked up. Not surprised. Not confused. Just, tired. "That's not possible," she said. Her voice didn't match the words. "I just came from there," Marcus replied. The door was open. Someone was in the room. She stared at him for a few seconds. Then turned to her computer. Typed something. Paused. Typed again. For a moment, something changed. Just slightly. Her posture shifted. Her expression tightened. Like she saw something she wasn't expecting. Without explaining anything, she reached for another key card. Printed it. And slid it across the desk. "Room 417. Marcus didn't move. "What about 308, he asked. She looked at him again. This time, directly. For the first time. "Don't go back there." Something in the way she said it made his stomach drop. Not a warning. Not advice. More like, a rule. Marcus hesitated. Then took the new key. The elevator ride to the 4th floor felt different. The air was heavier. The silence deeper. When the doors opened, the hallway looked older. The carpet was darker. The walls slightly worn. The lights dimmer than the floor below. Room 417 was halfway down the hall. This time, the door was fully closed. No gap. No light. Nothing. Marcus stood there for a few seconds. Listening. Nothing. He swiped the key. The lock clicked. Loud. Too loud. He pushed the door open. The room looked normal. At first. Bed neatly made. TV off. Curtains drawn. But the air inside felt wrong. He couldn't explain it. Just heavy. Like walking into a room where something had already happened. He stepped inside slowly. Set his bag down. Closed the door behind him. That's when he noticed the closet. It was open. Just slightly. And inside, there was a suitcase. Not his. Old. Scratched. Worn at the edges. He stared at it. Trying to process. Maybe the previous guest left it. Maybe housekeeping hadn't cleared the room yet. Then the suitcase moved. Just a little. Marcus froze. It shifted again. Slightly more this time. Like something inside had adjusted its position. His mouth went dry. He took a slow step back. The movement stopped. Silence. Then. A sound. From inside the suitcase. Breathing. Slow. Controlled. The same breathing. From room 308. Marcus didn't realize he was shaking until his hand hit the wall behind him. Then the voice came. Muffled this time. But unmistakable. You should have stayed. Marcus didn't think. Didn't hesitate. He turned and ran. Out the door. Down the hallway. Into the elevator. He didn't stop until he was outside the hotel. Standing in the parking lot. Breathing hard. He didn't go back in. Didn't check out. Didn't talk to anyone. He just left. The next morning, he called the hotel. From a different phone. Hi, he said. I stayed there last night. I had a question about one of your rooms. Which room? The voice on the phone asked. 308. There was a pause. Then. We don't have a room 308. Marcus hung up. He told himself it was over. Just a bad night. A strange experience. Something he could forget. A week later. He was at home. Sitting at his desk. Trying to move on. He reached into his wallet to grab his card. And that's when he saw it. A key card. White. Plain. He didn't remember putting it there. Slowly, he pulled it out. Turned it over. And felt his chest tighten. Because printed on the front were 3 numbers. 308. And underneath it, in smaller text, do not switch rooms.